Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and tonight we're gonna look into a full moon in Sagittarius that it is taking place at the 23rd of May. So in a couple of days, 2 degrees 55 minutes for those who look at the exact place that the moon is going to become full. And that happens at 9:53 a.m. as per my calendar at the East Coast. So that is not P, it is EST. PST is the West Coast. So with that taken under account, one thing it is that I want to say that the new star signs or the new glyphs for the star signs are ready. I can show to you one of them, and I do apologize because I haven't taken the consideration transparency. So for today we'll have to endure that, but let me show you just Aries. That's going to be Aries, but I need to put some background on it in order to look nice, okay? Because right now it's transparent for the thumbnails. It will become fully visible for the glyph display on the live stream, but for today we'll just have to roll as it is right now. When I tried to set them, I just didn't have a camera on, so I had no idea how they're gonna look when the video is rolling, and they don't look well, but I'm gonna fix that for the next time. In any case, for the collective, you can see the cards at the thumbnail, but I'm gonna show them to you as usual in any case. And the first one that I drew is the 10 of Cups, followed by Page of Pentacles, which is the second card. And the third one that I drew, that's going to be the Page of Swords. Hey, Yasmin. Welcome to the stream. So it's a good and it's a huge lunar cycle that we have ahead of us. And long story short about these three cards, guys, that's going to be the time next 2.5 weeks, let's put it that way, because it is up until the 3rd, not the 6th of June. So from the 23rd to the 6th of June, it's a couple of weeks transit or a lunar phase. Phase, not face. Hello, living girl. And within this time frame, we will end up with, because some of us are going to find it, right? Others are going to realize that they do had it all along, but we're going to end up with one way or the other with an enterprise, endeavor, let's call it a thing, that will simply going to be enough, right? It's just is going to be enough. And when we end up with that thing, whether that's a person that we're going to end up with, a job that we're going to end up with, a client that we're going to end up with, a hobby that we're going to end up with, you know, it's going to be different for each one of us. But when we end up with it, we will kind of have that feeling, if you want to call it that way, or a deal. You know, some of us may end up with a deal. And we're going to have that feeling that we cannot ask for anything more, at least not at that stage. Another thing that is going to be a cue for that perception is the Page of Swords to the 10 of Cups, as the way we do have it within the cards. And that will be the moment where people, and unfortunately some of them we considered a trusted friends, but people will try to talk us out of it. And don't take it wrong, because their intent may not be even malicious at that point, right? It's just they don't see the way each one of us are going to see the thing again ahead of us. And bear in mind that they're going to have their thing too. And for them, their thing is going to be better than your thing, right? And that's going to be one other reason for them to talk you out of your thing, as you may find yourself compelled to talk them out of their thing as well. But in any case, this resistance that we may face, that we are going to face from people we trust, from people that we rely on, if you will, should be withstand. So a great amount of resilience towards being beguiled, it is going to be required so we can fully enjoy what's going to be enough for the next couple of weeks. So with that said, guys, this is going to conclude the collective reading. And before I move forward, I need to get my coffee, to bring my coffee here. Just give me a second. Because I kind of left it on the shelf when I was preparing the gadgets for the live stream. And a few notes about the show. There are going to be 12 readings, one for each star sign now, just as this one. And bear in mind that they are going to be for your star sign, but that doesn't mean that they are your personal readings. So they will contain information which you can use for a guidance or an information that it is meant to open your eyes for more options available, but they very seldom happen to be a direct answer to whatever questions or situations you do have. Now, if you want your situation to be subject of my tarot cards and my interpretation, you can go to my website, which link you will find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you will see full list of my services and as well their pricing. Now, other than that, if you do enjoy the show and you do wish to support us, you can do so using Super Chat or PayPal. For the PayPal, you can find the link at the description down below as well. And with that out of the way, Yasmin, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Yasmin. And also, Taco, my man, thank you for the $77.77. Thank you, Taco. Let me put you on the list, both of you. And let's start. Now you can track which star sign I'm reading for by observing the glyph which is going to appear right here. Again, I do apologize. These are the new custom glyphs that have been, truth be told, gifted to me. Okay. And I have to play around with them. I need to put some background just for the videos when they are rolling on the videos. Because they are adjusted for the thumbnails, and for the thumbnails they are better to be transparent. So Aries going first, and for them the first card will be 10 of Pentacles, followed by the 4 of Swords. And the third one, that's going to be the Page of Wands. So these three cards. These three cards. By the look of that 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords, there will be a significant stir and strive to make yourself, Aries, I'd use that word, independence. So that's going to be a period of time within the next couple of weeks where there is going to be severance from you and the malicious ties that you may have built up with certain people or even with certain organizations. And now you may consider, if you do have a debt to a person or to a bank, or you owe a favor, if you will, next couple of weeks you will have the chance to clear out that debt one way or another, and it doesn't have to involve you repaying it. You may find another way to get yourself out of a that particular debt. The bottom line here from these cards is that within the next few days, within the next couple of weeks rather, for you not knowing what to do in regards to these relationships, let's put it that way, that you're finding yourself being stuck with, a clear path how to sever them will be revealed in front of you. You can't stand a coworker, but you are forced to work with them. I'm going to find a way how to get rid of that person. Or, you know, yeah, there is a person within your social circle that you just can't rid of them. Well, same thing. You will find a way how to sever that person from your social circle. And the only thing that comes to my mind how this could happen, but that is just speculation here, leverage. Or leverage. It is that you are going to obtain. And there is another thing, but bear in mind, Tarot is not designed to read health, okay? But for what this is a huge disclaimer here, Tarot is not designed to read health. So take that with a bucket of salt. But according to these cards, next couple of weeks are going to be tremendously good for healing processes, procedures, treatments, diets, anything that involves healing for you. All right, next, Taurus. The Hierophant, Six of Cups, the Devil. That's gonna be big for Taurus next couple of weeks, because that primarily is going to build up in your professional and career field, right? But as a general reading, I'm going to say a few words about relationships and whatnot. But in your professional and career field, you will be given exactly what you yearn for, at least according to these cards. But above everything else, that's not going to be like being presented with a gift on a platter. What I mean is that you are going to be given an opportunity to build up a renown, right? To build up a name for yourself. And so while within the next couple of weeks, your performance is going to be under a magnification glass or magnifier or whatever. I forgot the word, how you call it. Let's say under a microscope. Also, you are going to be noticed. And what is going to work in your favor for it is that any task, any project that will be directed to you, you will find a great pleasure into doing it, right? Into performing in them. So you may hate your job. That's not going to be the case within the next couple of weeks, and you are about to build a name for yourself. Now, other than that, in relationships, you are going to build respect, trust, and also a sense in other people that they can rely on you. And you can use that to your own discretion, because what these three components are going to build for you is power over your relationships. Okay, next is Gemini. Yeah, I wonder why the devil comes to the Hierophant, because, you know, Pisces Moonbeam, I'm not analyzing the cards, I'm just delivering the raw message from them. But when the devil meets the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the prime card, that is within their framework, right? That is within their frame of deservance, if we may call it that way. So that is something that they not just only deserve, but it had been owned to them by the universe, if you may call it that way. That's what the build-up produces here. Their yearnings on a platter in order to build up their name, in order to build up their position. And I hope that every single Taurus is going to take advantage of this. But no wonder these two cards, now that you are placing it that way, these two cards are kind of like conjuncting in the tarot reading as well. For Gemini, 8 of Wands. Hopefully, Taco. The Sun and the Ace of Cups. Now, Gemini, in the next couple of weeks, you're not going to be short on reasons to celebrate for, because that 8 of Wands and the Sun card that we have, these are so many ways how you can expand, and you cannot even begin to count. Okay, these two cards shows that you will find almost everywhere a way to grow and a way to expand. And I'm saying almost because, you know, there is always something that has to kind of like break the perfection, so to speak, and that is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so on their own, these two cards are fantastic, but unfortunately they do form enemies, and in this particular case they are active enemies. So you will have a chance to grow on everything except the place you hope for the most. And if that's going to console you in any way, you aren't growing in it right now, regardless. So this is how it plays. You grow everywhere and you hope that this energy, this momentum is going to transform into the thing that you are not growing and you aren't seeing growing. You aren't seeing yourself growing in it. It's not going to transform there. So that's going to be kind of like a unjustified hope, if we can call it that way. But other than that, on the rest of the fields which are running right now, you will have a tremendous expansion. So if you are growing on building money, you can expect a tremendous monetary success within the next couple of weeks. You are growing in your personal life, you can expect a lot of accomplishments there, and so on and so forth. And another thing which is a bit of a specific case, and I do believe that is going to be true for every single one of you, because even if you are Mother Teresa, you still are begrudging someone, or someone has a grudge on you, and whatnot. And these couple of cards here, the Sun and the 8 of Wands, say that there are going to be so many ways you can quash it and end up on the right foot with that person. So that is like burying the hatchets and taking it off like you never spat in your faces, like ever, and do business or do love, or kind of like pretend that you have never met, whatever the case, right? But that is going to be the end of a huge conflict, should you decide so. Okay, next, that will be Cancer. Well, these money taco are shown through the Lenormand cards, okay? And that's the thing about Lenormand. You can't say when, okay? It may happen 10 years from now, unfortunately, because while these cards, or that system rather, is amazing to tell you exactly what's going to happen, it doesn't tell you how or when, unlike tarot, which never tells you what exactly is going to happen, but it shows you the journey that you're going to go through. Yeah, the Hierophant is Taurus. It represents Taurus. Right, Cancer. Four of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And then we do have Page of Pentacles for Cancer. Well, Pisces Moonbeam, what can I say? Hopefully it's going to be better than Jupiter in Scorpio for me. That was how many years ago? Because there was that astrologer who told me that I'm going to kill it at that point. And while true, my life improved, I wasn't exactly on fire. But then again, it was my choice. Okay? Because I don't like breaking a sweat if I don't have to. Alright, so for Cancer in these cards, you will receive support. And I don't mean you're going to find it, you will receive it. Okay? Like, you are to be sort of, whether for a deal or whether because someone feels for you or whatever the case. But bottom line here, Cancer, is that you are to be approached, most likely with a criticism. Okay? With a criticism that you aren't doing something right, and that is jeopardizing whatever positions you do have. But whomever is criticizing you will have also the recipe how you can consolidate, and through that recipe you will ensure a future. You are going to ensure a future of your marriage, for example. You will ensure the future of your business, for example. You will ensure the future of your family, whatever the case, guys. But this full moon offers you someone who is going to tell you the truth straight in your face. Is not going to be shy of it. And also will present you with a solution of how you can turn your things around. So you can expect a fruitful discussions and as well cooperations, because that person ain't going to stay away from it as well. So they're going to be willing to put some dirt on their hands, so to speak, by doing this with you, not just only for you. However, the whole endeavor will require your undivided attention, full cooperation, and what was the word here? Devotion. Entire devotion. Okay. Moving next, that will be Leo. Eight of Pentacles. Hello, Shana. The Devil. And the Empress. Hold on a second, guys. Let me try out something. Does it look better? I don't think so. Can you see the cards? No. All right. Let me put the lights on. Sorry about that. So it's the circumstances for you. This full moon or this lunar cycle aligns the circumstances exactly the way you want them. And exactly, not just only you want them, but also you need them. And these circumstances will allow you to prepare immaculately. They will allow you to plan immaculately. And whenever the time is ripe for that plan to be set in motion, or this preparation to do its job, let's put it that way, there will be no question that you will succeed. Now, what you're going to prepare for or what you're going to plan for, it's entirely, based of your personal situation. But I like to tell you one more thing, especially for you, lonely soul. Now, having these two cards here, okay, having these two cards here, like that, it speaks that if you aren't whether ashamed or scared or afraid or, I don't know, resilient, put it that way, to step into the world and display yourself as a single person, show that you want to do something with someone, you will attract those that will fill all of your personal needs. So if you are planning going out dating, now is your time. All right, next, Virgo. Good night, living girl. Page of Pentacles. Four of Swords. And Judgment. That's a tough read. Give me a moment. Page of Pentacles, Judgment. Because Page of Pentacles and Four of Swords as a personal growth, that is when a person want to have something by themselves, in a sense of, their own idea developed, instead of being shoved an idea for development, their own thing, their own relationship, for example, their own hobby, just something to make a mark about. However, that Judgment with the Page of Pentacles, I think I never saw that before. Now that could go both ways though. Okay, so Judgment, Page of Pentacles. These two cards. with them, it's not a question about that your own thing you want to see going forward has a worth. There is a worth in it. So if your own thing it is the business, and the business is worth it. If your own thing it's some kind of a relationship, then that relationship is worth it and whatnot. But it is not the thing that works the most. This is what those couple of cards are pointing. So to me, Page of Pentacles being influenced by the Judgment, that is like a warning that you are built for something more. Okay, or if you prefer, you are destined for something more. And while it's going to be good for you to develop your own thing for the next couple of weeks, or set your thing going forward within the next couple of weeks, you shouldn't close yourself for more from life, because more is coming, and it's entirely up for you to kind of like take the deal, so to speak, and accept it. Okay, next that will be Libra. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Magician, it's peace. It's peace which your own thing could ruin. So within the next couple of weeks, you are about to find yourself in a very comfortable place, right? Whether career-wise or whether relationship-wise and whatnot. And two things can ruin it. How can I put it into words? The sense of lack of accomplishment. Like the sense that you can get more, and which consequently leads to the second thing that can ruin it for you, which is the worse than the first one. It is the need to do more, the need itself and doing it. Okay, because I'm not saying that you will not going to get a better results, but this is gonna do one thing for certain and second thing optional. And one thing, it is that you are going to become a victim of certain circumstances. You are going to be led to a certain trap. And the second thing that may happen is you putting a target on your back. So according to these cards, for now, just enjoy your comfort. Okay, enjoy your comfort and don't take a fight you aren't absolutely certain you can win. Which means don't take a job you are absolutely certain you can do. Don't take a friend you are absolutely certain you can trust. Don't take a date you are absolutely certain you are gonna get laid. Scorpio next. Page of Wands, Page of Cups, the Star. That is a total bullshit. You know, we always have things we are banking on. Like, I'm not even talking about hope here. It's like a... say you are banking on a job, say you are banking on a guy or a girl, say you are banking on a friend. Unfortunately, this will happen to be a loser. Okay, it simply is going to be a loser. However, we ain't gonna be left out to dry out there, because soon going into this this lunar phase ahead of us, there are gonna be so many other options for us. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna give it with myself. Okay, let's say I'm dating someone and I'm banking on that this person is gonna keep on going out with me and eventually, you know, fall for me and whatnot. Well, unfortunately, it's a loser. It's just never gonna fall for me. However, as we enter in this transit, as we enter in this lunar phase, there are gonna be other girls, and that is plural, because we're talking about a lot of new things, which are the same as the one that is a loser, but in the same time different, because they are hopeful, they can work, okay? And while now what I'm saying that it is a loser, that it's kind of like problematic, it's actually the end of our problems that it is going on ahead of us. These new options available, these new opportunities, these new openings, so to speak. But in order to take advantage of that, we just need to be open for the newness instead of kind of like being stubborn about what doesn't want to work. Okay. And the reason why that's the case, I mean, why we can be stubborn, is because we are going to find ourselves being already emotionally invested. And we all know that it is quite difficult to sever ties with something one is emotionally connected with. All right, next, Sagittarius. All right, the first card, Two of Cups, followed by the Tower. And then it is the King of Cups. So we're going to be offered a partnership. Okay? Not we, yeah, it's we because I'm also a Sagittarius moon. And actually, I do have a stellium in Sagittarius. In any case, Sagittarius is going to be offered a partnership within the next couple of weeks. It will be completely honest and open partnership, and if anything, that's going to breed equality. Okay, so even if that person is bigger than you in a sense of, I don't know, they do have business you don't, okay, whatever the case, it will be on equal terms within that partnership, and the condition that this partnership can last, that this partnership can produce something, is openness, right? What I mean is that should you have any dirty laundry or anything, you need to share that with the other side, and the other side need to share that with you as well, should they have one, like the dirty secret, and so on and so forth. And I don't know how to explain it because I never have been in that position, okay? But it will seem like okay, that this partnership will require from you, I would say that way, to make sacrifice. Like to choose in between your job and your love life, like to choose in between your friends or family and so on and so forth. Or to let go of a thing, habit, a build-up and whatnot, right? You don't have to, and you shouldn't, right? Because if that partnership puts you in that position, then you are not going to be on a common ground. And that is one thing how you will understand that that's not the partnership I'm talking about, because you may be offered 2 or 3 partnership within the next couple of weeks, but only one is going to be the one on the common ground. And again, while it may seem that you will have to give up on something in order to capitalize on it, that's not going to be the reality, and that is how you're going to understand that's the right partnership for you, whether a romantic partnership or business partnership. All right, next, Capricorn. Hello, News Devon. Welcome to the stream. Five of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, who is coming towards you. I can't give you a name, News Devon. I can give you a type of character, but not a name. So in other words, I can tell you what kind of a person is coming towards you, but who? I don't think that anyone can tell you that. Okay, oh, that's a goddamn tough reading. It's about investiture and how you're feeding your own problems. And in the next couple of weeks, there are going to be things popping up. Things about your situation and all the circumstances of it and so on and so forth. And all of them are going to be true, and you're going to find it very difficult to believe. Because simply, you're not that kind of a person. And I'm not saying that they're going to be towards you, but let's say that someone tells you, I'm never gonna do that. Well, you would, and that's why you're gonna find it a very difficult to believe, right? And you are gonna have to, okay? Because the investiture you are doing, the natural investiture of yourself, it's creating a problems, okay, on a daily basis. whether problems within your love life or whether problems within your career. And if you aren't willing to face the music, so to speak, or recognize the diagnosis of the situation you are in, believe what you have been told or what is happening around you, you might as well want to quit the whole thing. Because according to these cards, you are so close to wrapping the whole thing up. But this denial, it's the one thing that prevents it. And so next couple of weeks, the way I see it, is going to be make it or break it. Whether you will continue on to that spiral of one problem after another, okay, and always leaking up investiture, or you are about to face the music and do what you have to. All right, Aquarius. So, in other words, Capricorn, a shocking events, but they aren't shocked. They're going to be shocking to you, but not shocking otherwise. Okay, and they have been all around you. Just didn't want to see them up until this point. Aquarius. Shanna, thank you for the $10 and use the phone. Thank you for the £5. Thank you, girls. Use the phone, like I told you. For you, I'm going to perform what type of character is coming your way, because like I told you, tarot cannot give you names. All right, Aquarius. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. That's great for Aquarius, because all that these cards are talking about, guys, it isn't too late. In fact, it's never going to be too late. And what I'm talking about here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, that is when, you know, one is constantly, say, preparing about something, whether you're preparing for a trip or whether you're preparing to go out with someone or whether you're preparing to ask your boss for a raise or whatever the case. And whenever the time comes, or rather always come, you have a cold feet about it, right? And you may think I missed my chance or whatnot, but no, you haven't. In fact, now, at least according to these cards, now is going to be the best time. And it was good that you Lenormand reading. Okay, Shanna, yeah, you're going to get one. You're going to get one. But my point was that now is going to be the best time. And I don't know, thank the universe or thank God that by now you had a cold feet, so to speak. Now, not only that you are gonna find yourself fully prepared, but now also the circumstances are gonna be just so right, so you can present your case or further your goal or whatever the case. Okay, and through it, your future is gonna be bright. In fact, so bright that it's gonna be freaking blinding. Thank you, Shanna. for Pisces Moonbeams, $5. Thank you. Should I do Lenormand for her as well? Pisces, last but not least. I know, I was just messing around. You are so scared. Oh my god. But I'm gonna do myself Lenormand cards because thank you, Shana. Thank you. I think I know your question, but go ahead and do it. After all, you're about to have your wish fulfilled tonight, Pisces Moonbeam. Justice for Pisces, first one, followed by Two of Swords, and then it is the Ten of Wands. Super busy period for a Pisces, and that is a general. It's a general influence. It's a general energy, so to speak. Because what these cards are showing here is that, and I shit you not, all right, you are about to set everything neat and straight and in order, no matter how trivial it sounds with that Justice card. You will be super busy. There are going to be a lot of expectations towards you, a lot of criteria for you to fill, and go figure you're going to do it. Well, I don't know if it is without breaking a sweat, but I'm sure as hell this is how it's going to look like from a side, okay? And by doing so, you are going to cover every single weak spot and leverage people can have on you or organizations whatsoever, right? And on top of all that, just to top it off, there are conundrums that you are facing, and by the end of this transit, and these are personal conundrums, okay? But by the end of this transit, how to solve that conundrums is gonna be pretty much obvious to you. So you are not going to be lost anymore, for a lack of better words. And filling up all of these criterias and expectations that are going to be directed towards you is going to reward you with an amazing additions, and amazing rewards are coming coming your way. Oh, let me see. In order to answer that question, Pisces Moonbeam, I need to draw the Lenormand. So, do you want me to proceed? All right. First on the list is Shana. No, it's Yasmin, sorry. First on the list, Yasmin. One might say that when I say to Pisces Moonbeam that that to our question, I'm gonna have to draw the Lenormands. One might say that I am telling to her for that I may have to draw a gun. You know, I may have to draw a bazooka or something like this. That's how scared she is. Yeah. Let me see now. All right, that's gonna work, Pisces Moonbeam. Intentions can be answered with tarot. Yeah, Taco. Oh, I gotta have them for mine if I'm to do my readings, because I'm not objective with the tarot about myself. Well, Yasmin, those are cards here. And what they show is healthy family relationships. Whether you will become a part of a family, family is going to accept you, or you're going to build a healthy relationships with a family, or you may accept someone in your family, right? But what they say, it is that within this lunar cycle you will build a healthy family relationship, and that will happen through, can I put it into words, through selflessness and through backing off. That's gonna be also a huge thing. So this is how I see it here, Yasmin. And I may be wrong, because that is just an example that I'm gonna give you. But let's say that you do have a family member who is going against you because of, you know, their own agenda, and they're backing off, and so you see them selfish, and that's why you do have a rather tense relationship with each other. And throughout the next cycle, throughout this moon cycle, they are going to back off on it. You're going to see that they ain't selfish, and this relationship is going to start to heal. In fact, it's going to become super strong. Okay. Or you may prove yourself not being selfish, although you may not doing that intentionally. Okay. You may end up backing off of something you think you deserve in order to show that you are actually, say, forgiving and compassionate and whatnot. And that may build that is going to build, not may, but is going to build a healthy family relationship. But you are, like I said, within this transit, build a healthy family relationship with a someone. Okay, so again, that may be someone who is entering into your family, or someone that is already there, or you may be the one who is entering into someone's family. All right, Taco, you are gonna have 3 Lenormand draws. Okay, 3 Lenormand draws. So let's get on with it. First one. You're welcome, Yasmin. Those are the three cards, all right? We do have the dog, the rider, and the woman. So this is a loyalty, a new venue, rather, of a loyalty with a woman. That could be your mother, right? A business partner, a friend, your wife. And let's see what Tarot say, what's going to come out of this thing, okay? So you're going to earn that woman's loyalty. And what's going to come out of it? These three cards, rising up through the ranks. So you're earning this woman's loyalty and she's vouching for you. That's what's gonna come, and that will allow you to make a step you weren't able to do before because it was unknown what's gonna come out of this particular step. All right, that was the first draw. Now the second. So this woman's loyalty will reward you with a shortcut. Long story short. All right, these are cards, the second cards. And that is the fourth one, by the way. So now it's a bit the opposite. That shows that through a phone call, which isn't going to be pleasant at all, there will be a person who will back off their support of you. And let's see what's going to come out of it. These are the cards. So obviously it wouldn't be pleasant. That Wheel of Fortune to the Ace of Cups. They are a passive enemies. And this means that there are going to be some options, well, good options available for you closed, right? But don't kind of like try to think the worst out of it, right? For example, in your social circle, a friend may decide to stop backing you off for something, and you know the option available that was going with your friend forward is not going to be there. However, either way, that wasn't the way forward because we do have the moon on the other side to the Ace of Cups, okay? And when we do have the moon, especially as an influence, that is like a guide toward one's, say, destiny or what is right for a person, okay? So going forward with that support, which is going to back off from you, wasn't the right thing for you to do in the first place. And then backing off from you actually sets you on the right path, doing it the right way going forward, whatever that support was all about. All right, and the third draw. I need to draw the tarot before I show you the Lenormand. All right, these are cards, the Lenormand cards, and that is a reforge. It's a reforge of one of the two things, okay? Whether it's a reforge of your sexual life, so re-experiencing and reforging your sex life, or it's a reforge of a family bond. One of the two. Those are your tarot cards here, okay? But it could be both of those things. And the thing is that, at least according to the tarot cards, up until now, they've kind of worked, okay, with say a compromise, but it wasn't exactly what you have wanted. Either that family bond or either, and when I say family bond, I mean a bond with your elder, or your sexual life. But now, for what those cards are showing, your idea or your way, doing things your way, is going to be given a go to be explored as a ditched effort to kind of move forward and having a better time, having more pleasant times in it, whether having more pleasant sex or whether having more pleasant time within the family. But this is a reforge, okay? One of the two, or maybe both of those things. So quite a lot of enterprises. It is what this full moon in Sagittarius is going to bring to you, mate. All right, next we have Shanna. So let's draw you some Lenormand cards. You're welcome, Taco. All right, your first draw, Shanna. Those are the cards here. It's a difficult event to put. Tell me, do you have a roommate? Or you want to have a roommate? someone to live with, that it is a woman. Or maybe your landlord is a woman. Do you? Okay. So the girlfriend is gonna try to put the brakes on it. That's the first event. Or this move is going to be delayed because of the girlfriend. Okay. That's the first event. And the next one. Hey, Mattia. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the 20, I believe. Yeah, thank you for the 20. Okay, so the second event. Those are the three cards, and they refer whether to a trip, travel, okay, or whether to an inheritance. And pretty much all the information required will be brought to you for either the inheritance or either the traveling. But it is happening. If it is a traveling, it is happening. Okay, maybe a bit delayed again, but it is traveling. Hell, that could be as well that a notification may come to you that you do need to travel somewhere. And when I say travel, I don't mean next block. I do mean whether another state or whether another country. Such a news, such a notification is about to come your way. All right, next, news Devon. So you want to know what kind of a man is coming your way? Let's check it out. Or rather, what kind of a person, because you said, who is coming toward me? So let's see what kind of a person is coming toward you. Yeah, well, we don't have to take the trip, all right? But the news is coming. Or rather, yeah, it is the news or the notification. Those are the cards, news Devon. So a person who isn't judgmental and who isn't afraid to break a sweat in order to fit in. A person who is seeking a common ground, and despite the differences, very well understands that, you know, you are two people. Of course, you are going to be different. That is what personality is. And therefore, while that person may not always be on the same page with you and agree with your opinion, they will respect you for it. That is on the bright side. Now on the not that much of a bright side, that is going to be a strict individual, someone who is willing, like I said, to make a compromise with the rules, but unwilling to make a compromise with breaking the rules. Okay, so it will look like living with that person if you go that far down the road, will be more like living in a barracks, okay, than living in a home. And the relationship will feel more like a contract. That's something that it is coming from the bottom of thy heart, if you know what I mean. So, because for that person, it's gonna be more important that things are working in a way that it is contributing for the comfort of the life, rather than things to be passionate, so to speak. That kind of a person is coming towards you. All right, next, Mattia. These are the cards, Mattia. And I do believe that they are involving your living situation, for a lack of better words, and the uncertainty of that. And within this next couple of weeks, well, they involve the real, let's not put it a living situation, but the real estate, whether you are looking for buying a home or you are selling something, whatever the case, okay? But within the next couple of weeks, whatever troubles you are facing in that regard, which, by the way, according to the cards, are not a big deal at all. But nonetheless, whatever troubles you are facing in that regard, they are going to be gone. And pretty much the deal, at least according to the cards, is going to be sealed. Maybe you're looking to sell a property, or you're looking, it could be also business, okay, that you are looking to sell, whatever the case. But pretty much these troubles that you are facing in regards to real estate or a part of your domain are going to be cleared out. And you can consider the deal pretty much sealed. That is what the full moon in Sagittarius is going to bring to you. All right, next, Pisces moonbeam. So you want to know the intent. So let's check it out. Yet, Mattia, next couple of weeks, now things can happen in a matter of seconds. intent. Knight of Wands. To see it through, or to see it through, rather. So the intent is not to give up. That's the intent. Hell, Mattia, you may be looking to renovate your home. Okay? Say put another building next to the garage or whatever the case. That also involves your real estate. Anything that involves a real estate property falls within the directory. So Pisces Moonbeam, that's the intent. And now, myself. Shanna, if you are to marry me with that. Those are the cards. I'm gonna catch someone in a lie. And it's a big fat one. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen to me, or one of the most important things to me for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to catch someone in a fat lie. That is going to severely damage our relationship, if you can call it that way. But in the same time, is going to give me peace. Well, guys. So that's going to do it for tonight. For the next time, I hope that I'm going to be I'm going to fix that with the star sign glyphs. And until then, I wish you good night and see you next time. Bye.